Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The error codes P0115-64 and P0116 indicate a range or performance problem with the engine coolant temperature ECT sensor 1 in the Honda CR-V 2023 and newer models. The ECT sensor plays a pivotal role in monitoring the engine's coolant temperature, providing critical data used by the Powertrain Control Module, PCM, to manage engine performance and emissions. If the ECT sensor output fails to change under specific conditions, it causes the PCM to perceive an abnormality in the system, subsequently storing the diagnostic trouble codes, DTC. These codes can affect engine operations, fuel efficiency, and could lead to further operational issues if not addressed promptly. Inspecting the sensor and the associated circuitry is essential to ensure proper vehicle functioning, and a structured troubleshooting approach is necessary to identify the root cause of the fault. The engine coolant temperature ECT sensor 1 is designed to measure the temperature of the engine coolant. This sensor is critical for the modulation of engine operation, influencing fuel delivery and ignition timing managed by the PCM. If the output from ECT sensor 1 does not change appropriately, such as during engine warm-up, the PCM detects this failure and triggers the malfunction indicator light, while storing the error codes P0115-64 and P0116. The necessary inspection items focus entirely on this sensor and its connections. Components located within the engine bay should be carefully assessed, and any findings related to resistances and connections must be documented for effective troubleshooting. When diagnosing the DTC P0115-64, P0116, several potential causes must be considered. A faulty ECT sensor 1 could be the primary issue, and sensors can fail due to internal shorts or open circuits. Additionally, issues with wiring or connectors leading to the ECT sensor should not be overlooked. Poor connections can result in erratic readings or thresholds that are miscommunicated to the PCM. Furthermore, the PCM itself may also develop faults which could misinterpret signal data, leading to stored error codes even if the hardware appears functional. Each of these possibilities needs to be thoroughly investigated through systematic troubleshooting. The symptoms associated with DTC P0115-64, P0116 can manifest in various ways that indicate potential issues with the engine cooling system. Drivers may notice increased fuel consumption, which can result from the PCM receiving incorrect temperature readings, leading to improper fuel delivery. Erratic engine performance can also surface due to the computer's attempts to compensate for inaccurate data. Additionally, if the ECT sensor fails to monitor coolant conditions accurately, the engine might experience overheating, posing a critical risk to engine components. Recognizing these symptoms early can help prevent more severe damage and the need for extensive repairs. The first step in addressing DTC P0115-64 is to start the engine and hold the RPM at 3,000 without any load. This action is crucial for ensuring the engine reaches operating conditions where the ECT sensor should respond accurately. It's essential to monitor that the radiator fan activates during this process, as this indicates that the cooling system is engaging, which can highlight the ECT sensor's response to changes in coolant temperature. The successful completion of this step lays the groundwork for accurate data collection and is an essential diagnostic procedure when dealing with engine coolant temperature faults. For the second step, after maintaining the engine speed at 3,000 RPM for the designated time, the next action involves allowing the engine to idle for 2 minutes. This period provides the engine control systems with the opportunity to stabilize and obtain a consistent ECT value. Utilizing the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to confirm the readings from ECT sensor 1 is crucial in this step. It is essential to document the values observed and analyze whether these readings indicate a change. This analysis will be instrumental in determining if the failure condition has been reproduced, which is necessary for confirming the diagnosis. The third step requires you to turn the ignition to the off position and open the hood to facilitate engine cooling. This is an important phase of the diagnostic process, as allowing the engine to cool for approximately 3 hours ensures that any thermal effects have dissipated. By permitting adequate cooling, you can better assess the ECT sensor's functionality in varying temperature conditions. Once cooling is achieved, the next step will be testing the sensor's responsiveness to colder temperatures, which is critical in understanding whether the sensor is malfunctioning. In this step, after the cooling period, you will turn the ignition back to the on mode. Immediately check the ECT sensor value again using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. The crucial part of this step lies in confirming whether the value changes by less than 18 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius. If the ECT value does not exhibit sufficient variation, it indicates that the failure has indeed been duplicated. This confirms the presence of a potential fault within the ECT sensor or its related circuitry. Documentation of these results is necessary for the following steps in addressing the identified issues. Once repairs or replacements have been made concerning ECT sensor 1, it's vital to carry out a final verification process to ensure effectiveness. Start by reassessing the ECT sensor for proper installation and function. It is crucial to clear the previously stored DTCs to reset the system. Subsequently, conduct a test drive to accurately evaluate vehicle performance under various operating conditions. During the drive, monitor the engine temperature and check for the absence of any new DTCs using the HDS. Only after completing these steps can one be confident that the repair resolves the initial issues. To prevent the recurrence of DTC P0115-64/P0116, implementing a routine maintenance plan is essential. Regular checks of the ECT sensor will help ensure that it is operating correctly and that connections remain intact. Inspecting the wiring and connectors associated with the ECT sensor at regular intervals can prevent issues related to corrosion or wear. Additionally, monitoring coolant levels consistently will help avoid overheating, which can put undue stress on sensor components. This proactive approach will assist in maintaining optimal engine performance, operational efficiency, and overall vehicle longevity. In summary, DTC P0115-64 and P0116 denote issues relating to the ECT sensor 1, which is essential for maintaining appropriate engine function. Understanding the component's role in measuring coolant temperature is vital for diagnosing and fixing performance problems. Each step of the troubleshooting process has been deliberately structured to confirm fault symptoms and verify repairs effectively. Through diligent inspection and adherence to a preventative maintenance schedule, the likelihood of future sensor failures can be significantly minimized. Doing so ensures continued vehicle performance and the safety of its operation. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.